want to plan my China trip because we don't want men. The weather is just so stunning. Love. Or they're fighting over something. It's raining. This is, by the way, my holy grail in skincare, especially this one. This one from Rouge, very nice. This one from Beauty of Jersey. I love this one. This one is like one of my favorite sunscreens. So my skin looks so good. Like I just have a couple of pimples here, but other than that, I glow. I'm like a newborn baby. Let's do a quick touch of makeup. Let me show you what makeup products I am obsessed with. I also bought this skincare from Habib, the Rosé Cream. And this one is so good for the night. Like I have always like dry nose, so like just a tiny bit on the nose and your makeup looks less cakey. My dry areas is the nose and here. For the lips, always the same for the past years. The Rive de Mille from Nuxe. This is just the best. It smells good. It tastes good. It's the best. Kiko eyebrows. Kiko eyebrows are always like just a tiny bit on the end. Like for some reasons, I went to a party last week and they told me like, wow, how did you do your eye makeup? So I'm gonna show you. So I use this one from Kiko. It's in the color 10 Ombretto. And you have to make it wet, like just a tiny bit. You dip it in and then I just layer it on. And it gives me like this perfect little nude, shiny, and I think it's also kind of natural. Like it's not too crazy, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I think I'm gonna put you here so the light is a bit better. Is it better? Because I'm not sure. We're loving the pop of the eye. And I also love this one from Kiko. It's like very light. But I also got this like blush in the color from Twee in the color 5 Wavy. And this is like, I love it. It's like a really strange texture. It's like a mousse, but not really. And I like to add it on my cheeks. So pretty. Hello guys. I've been a little MIA, I feel like, from the vlogging. I don't know. I'm still not very good at it. That's what I realized when I showed my friend my vlog. And she was like, you're so like static on your vlogs. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I think vlogging is not that easy. And I think it's way harder than you might think. So really bravo to everybody that's like nailing it. I admire it. But yeah, perhaps it's not for me. I don't know, but I'm gonna try anyway because you know what? Life is short and I have a lot of things to say and I have a lot of things to do in my life and I'm very ambitious. So if you like that, if you like ambition, if you like trying out new things, then I hope to be the one for you. So that said, grab your coffee because we're gonna have a tiny little chit chat. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm in my living room and I haven't played the piano in such a long time. It's such a shame. Today is already Friday. I don't know where the time went, to be really honest with you. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, like Monday I was in the hotel with my friend. I came back on Wednesday. Then yesterday I did a lot, I think. And then somehow it's already Friday. Like, the weeks go so freaking fast, and I haven't done anything like necessarily fun yet. So today I have a couple of things that are kind of urgent. I want to create a pitch deck for a project I'm working on. I have to create another pitch deck for my coffee table book, and I just want to get rid of the batch that we're having now so I can reorder one at the end of the year. Also, I want to have much more product. So maybe you know that I have a brand called Lukliv, which is like short for Lucky Life, and I want to start selling more. And it's like, I don't know my ecom, which is completely different from marketing or like the marketing that I'm used to. And I also don't know what to sell. So the thing is that I aim for higher quality, good quality, and buying less items. So the brand is also a bit more about having less, but being able to, like, it's a mix between country life and the city, and it should like feel like that too, like slow living, but we still need to sell. So it's kind of contradicting each other, right? Because if you're a brand, you want to sell, but then on the other hand, you want to support the life of like the slow living. So it's also kind of contradicting in what I want. And then what happens is that you don't know what to create, because on the one hand, there's already so many clothes out there. Like, I don't want to produce more. But then on the other hand, I also don't want to do vintage because you have to source it. It's very hard to scale. And also I'm not the biggest fan of secondhand. Like, I like to shop secondhand, but it's not a business I want to start. And I've already said that from like before. Like, otherwise I would have done that probably with my pop-ups, that I would buy vintage, sell it again, but it's not really my thing. I don't enjoy it as much. So I would like to create new projects, like new designs or something like that. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I don't want to produce because producing is bad for the environment and we're already overproducing. Then there is like, okay, why you don't buy that stock, right? You could, but then also that has like some complications where I'm like, I don't know how that works. So I think I'm gonna look for somebody that can help me guide in there, or maybe even wants to like be designer clothing, because I love to work with people, because to be honest, I am not the best. Like, I think operational wise I'm very good, but like I think financial wise I'm also pretty good, but like logistics, I hate logistics. Like, it's the worst thing, like dealing with Le Poste. So that's a bit my concern for today. I think I will start working. I will just drink my coffee. I love this mug. It's from Maison du Monde. I really like it. It's really giving me spring vibes with the yellow. Next week, so it's really funny. I've been thinking of getting a mentor because I'm doing so many projects. I'm trying to handle everything on my own. I'm still looking for a store, but so far it's been very tough to find a store in Paris for like a reasonable price, because I don't want to have like more than 10k plus charges of rent, because I'm not sure if I'm able to earn that back. So we're trying to find a good location, good price, good building, and it's tough. And now I'm like thinking like maybe I should talk to somebody, because all of my friends are not self-employed, and all of my friends are also not business owners. So the circle that I'm surrounding myself with is maybe not the same that I admire. And so I was thinking, why don't I start to reach out to some people and see if somebody would like to meet up once a month for a restaurant date, and I can shoot all my questions and perhaps I get some better insights. I do have this thing that I listen to the questions and to the answers and I still do my own thing. But I like to always consider other people's opinion because I think it's so important. I also love feedback. Like, give me feedback. What can I do better? Because there's always things to improve, and I don't think feedback is bad. You just have to say it in like a good way. But other than that, j'adore feedback. But yeah, so there are things moving. But I think it's because I'm a Capricorn and because I'm probably a very, like, how do you say, like a red person, I think, that I want things to move faster and they're not. And then yesterday I realized, like, I'm only 26. I'm a baby. Like, it's okay. The thing you have to do is learn fucking French. That's the thing I need to do. But, well, we're getting there. I have the mindset, you know? I have the motivation, and that's what keeps me going. So let's write some things down because the to-do list for today is long. When I was 17, my father said to me, and I'll be mad at the things I wanted. Okay, so this is now connected, but it's not really connected how I want it. Wait. Je fais le procedure. La langue, parce que j'ai vu le sauce française. On top, quand travail. Japon, le français. Today is Monday and we're learning French because I still don't really speak proper French, and that's bad because it's bad for business, it's bad for organizing things, it's bad for freelancing, it's bad for everything. So I've kind of made it my mission this year to speak more French, but somehow I either don't find the time or I'm just not willing to learn it. So, and that's a problem. So now I'm forcing myself. Mondays are really for learning. So I've already done 2 French classes. I have another one. Then I have lunch break. And after that, I do another one. And then I write all the words I'm learning into notes. And with notes. Tu peux te présenter un petit peu? Je m'appelle Lucia, je suis allemande, mais maintenant je... Bonjour, ça va bien et vous?
Ça va, merci. Tu peux te présenter toi aussi, Anna, s'il te plaît?
Cinq années maintenant. Et
enchanté, Anna, merci.
Merci.
Ok, merci Anna. Allez, on va voir le titre.
We're working. I already did my skincare, and so now we're just gonna do some makeup. And I'm gonna see my manager. Wow. Because I want to plan my China trip because it's been on my wish list to go to China for like forever now. And because I've been doing pretty well influencing wise there, I'm like, I need to go there. I need to talk, pitch myself, get more known. I don't know if that's the goal, but like go out there, get to know the culture better, get to know everything, the food. It's been on my wish list for literally the longest time. I'm so excited. But I wanted to talk a bit about why is it so hard to do things with men? And I mean on a business side of level, because you know that I organize lots of pop-ups and I want to organize more events in Paris because I've noticed that I'm pretty good at organizing events, and also it's fun. I get to know people. It takes a lot of time and effort, but I really enjoy it. And the thing is that what bothers me is that every time I'm going to a hotel and I'm like, well, I'm pitching basically us, they're like, the men are like, okay, and so what do you have to bring to the table? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I have a community. I have followers. I have people everywhere. Like, it's not like I'm the most influential or the most famous person. Like, I have friends that have much more influence or have much more followers and have much more impact than I do. And that's fine. I'm also not organizing it all by myself. Like, I am doing this with other people. Anyway, the thing is that it bothers me because I go and I talk to a woman, like a manager, is a woman in the hotel, and then they're like, "Oh, we would love to. We want to have more women in the hotel anyway," because one hotel told me like, "Yeah, we have a lot of like men coming into the hotel, and the whole team is like woman." And so they were telling me like, actually we want to get rid of the men and we want more women, so whatever you want, my dear. And I was like, great, because the community we're having is only women, so, or the only people that come to our events are women, because we don't want men. And I think that's like contributing to this whole, the whole vibe that we're taking over, I guess. But it's so funny to me because I wanted to organize like a closet sale in a coffee shop in Paris, and it was also owned by a man. And then he was like, when I was there, because I always come in person, like I like that. I think it's also much better if you want to organize events, to see the venue, to see the place, to see the interaction, that they have with their customers and stuff. And then basically I'm having this conversation with this man, and he goes, "Oh, I would love to. We can't wait to host you. This is gonna be amazing." So I'm like, okay, great. Like, perfect. I have basically fixed the event spot for this event. I'm like, great. This is amazing. This is good. And then the whole charade started. It's like we're having the conversation per email, and then the guy chickens out and he wants to do it differently. And I'm like, okay, fine, if you want it differently, but that's not what we agreed on when we were in the store. Like, you should have told me otherwise. Like, if it's impossible, if it's not something you want to do, ça va. And then he goes per email and says stuff like, "But darling, as I told you before." I'm like, if I say that to you, like, we wouldn't even have this conversation. Like, the disrespect. And then basically I email just nicely back because I'm like, whatever. And now he ignores me, and I'm like, well, ça va then. Like, perfect. Like, at least you can email something back like, "Oh, right now it's not the right time. Let's stay in contact, but we'll see. We're not aligning on our ways that we want to work." Like, perfect. Like, that's fine, But not gonna go around and be like, "Oh, this is such an amazing project. We love it. We're gonna do that." And then I basically have to do exactly what you want. And if it's not what you want, there's like no way for discussion, and there's also no way for like being disrespectful to each other. And then I went to another hotel for another like project I'm working on, and then this man, like, we sit down and he goes, "So what do you have to offer? And who are you?" I'm like, well, I have 200k on Instagram, I have 100k in China, I'm doing YouTube, I'm like kind of maybe not the most known person, but getting along. He goes, "And so what's your impact?" I'm like, well, I have 1,000 people coming in 3 days in the pop-ups that were organized, so I think it's pretty okay. And he goes, "And so who will these people that are coming?" I'm like, you can ask that in a nice way. You don't need to be like so bitchy about it. And it's funny because also in Belgium, in like Flemish, they had like a discussion with a Dutch cabaretier. I think she's like a cabaretier, and she was like, "No, the problem is all men. It's not if there is a quote like how many women can go out and how many could. No, the problem is that if it's done, it's always a man. There's always, problems. I mean, it's not the same problem, but I guess it's in the same fundamentals, right? Like, it's so annoying. I'm like, if you cannot even have like a normal conversation with me, because I think that's also a problem for these men, because they're like, well, who are you and who do you think I am? you are. I know I look young. I've had this hurt before, and like whenever I'm with my sister, people always think that my sister is older than me, and I'm like, no, I'm 4 years older. But okay. And then they're like, oh, we want a woman that works and we don't want to have a sugar daddy. And I'm like, well, I want to work, but you seem to be not very respectful to me just because I don't have a dick. Anyway, that's my rant of today. I'm organizing a closet sale for this month. I'm organizing pop-ups in March, May and June. So if you're in Paris, you're into fashion, you're into meeting people, you're into having a community, then feel free to check it out and come by. I would love to meet you. And don't be shy if you see me on the street. I always love to talk. I am also a little bit shy when you see me on the street. But yeah. If you didn't know, I'm organizing pop-ups in Paris, so there will be a poster here. I will insert it. I'm organizing pop-ups in Paris 3 times per year, and we're only showcasing like really cool, sustainable brands, and it's been quite difficult to find really nice brands. Some are really not matching our audience vibes, either by their price or by their style, and we're also targeting quite a specific, I think, type of brand. But then we also have like very good ones. So there's one brand that signed a contract for all the upcoming pop-ups this year, which is insane. So that's a good thing, right? But then I'm trying to organize other events in other places, and then I got a no, and that it's really not matching their vibe and it's not matching their things. And I'm like, I'm literally paying to organize these events. Like it's not even for free, but it's hard. So what I normally do when I get a no, I write in my little diary that I bring with me everywhere. This is my agenda, it's my diary, it's my to-do list, it's basically everything. It has like different compartments, so I try to use it as much as I can. I just post it on my Chinese social media. Feel free to follow me also on Xiaoshu. I'm creating content there. I'm doing it basically all by myself. Like I'm doing the translating as well by myself, and sometimes I have no clue if it's well translated, and I translate it back in English and I'm like, I have no clue if this is correct or not. So I'm always hoping that there's not like a weird translation. See you later. I'm gonna do some more emails, and I'm hoping I will receive a call back because I'm waiting for a call back. I don't know if that will happen today. Difficult. So we're back behind the laptop. After yesterday, I realized that, I don't know, like I am just so annoyed that I don't fit into this perfect world of like the French as like the Parisians, like with my style of obviously is not like French. It's not giving old money, but I think if I look at my outfits, there is some certain of like high quality in there. Like it's not the €5. I love to use expensive things with cheaper things together. I like to have a bag that's maybe €500 and a pants that costed me €200 with a shirt that maybe cost, I don't know, €20. And I see so many people going to Zara and stuff, and I'm like, it looks cheap. I'm not going even to Zara. Like I either buy vintage or like high quality things, but somehow it's still not giving the old money because I like to wear color. So yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed. So I didn't sleep all night. I was just thinking like, how can I make the things work that I'm struggling with, right? Because I could choose to start wearing black, white and beige and being into this old money vibes. I could, but I don't want to because I'm not very good at being fake. So I know people will see through it. I know that I will get bored of myself. I will feel like there's like a collision between who I am and the person that I'm trying to be like on social media. not very good at being fake. So anyway, to come up with my struggles, I started creating on Miro because I love Miro. Like Miro, Notion, and me, we have a relationship. I'm like, okay, what can we do? What makes sense? Who is me? Who am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Like, basically what I do is that I wrote a full framework down. What is my core message? Who I am? What do I do? What is my story? How can I leverage that? And then, of course, we'll have to make a mood board. I still hope there's a closet sale next week. And I can sell everything that I don't wear anymore so that we can rebrand. And I have space for rebranding because, you know, the apartments in Paris are super small. So yeah, let's see. Let's get some work done. After that, I have a smaller event and I will meet my friends for coffee and chit chat because we're all freelancers. So I think it's good to keep in contact with other freelancers. And I think it's good that I was very sad yesterday. Like very, very sad. I cry because I'm like, I put so much time and effort into all my events and everything I do. And then I feel like it's not working out. Or it's not, I have to rephrase that. It's not working out the way I want it to work out. And so, you know, you go to bed and you're just thinking like, shit, what can I do differently? So get your laptop, get your notebook. I have mine and I write down everything that I need to write down. I'm thinking, how can I make it, you know, suitable for everybody? How can I fit into this world without losing myself? And we'll get there. It's a progress. Maybe I need to do some rebranding, but that's fine. We'll just get there and we'll see. It's just that sometimes I feel like that some people have to put 60% of effort and get what they want, and I have to put like 250% to get where I want. And I was saying that to a friend and she was like, but you're not from this area, like you're completely new, like you don't speak the language, you don't know how they are, you're just a random person in a random city, you have no connections like all these other people, you know, they have like friends working there and they have, you know, they have much more connections. It's just funny to me that every time I speak to people, they're surprised by my age and all the things that I've accomplished so far. And then I'm like, but I'm not there yet. And then the funny thing is, because also I feel like I'm not there yet, and then they're telling me like, oh, but you look so young. And that's also a problem of looking young. Like looking young is good as like when you're a doll, you know, and they want to put you in like a specific thing, but it's not good when you want to do business. So annoying. So I was joking yesterday that I should start smoking so that my skin will look older, I guess. But well, my mom also still looks young for her age. I guess I'm blessed and cursed at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, let's get some work done. So I got laughed at by some French girls. Like high school is the worst age in my opinion because they were laughing. They're like, oh my god, she's a tourist because she was taking pictures of the view. And I was like, that was like B-roll for my YouTube, guys. Okay, well, anyway, it's beautiful weather, so I'm meeting a friend. We're just gonna go for some drinks and to just walk around because the weather is just so stunning. J'adore. So good. love. Or they're fighting over something. So scary, these stairs. Oh, nice. They're a French guy and made him. It's raining. I was running and it's raining, but we have cacao because I like cacao. I don't always want to drink matcha or coffee. Oh, this place is pretty good. So this is a new place that just opens in the Marais, and I know normally across the street there's like a bunch of pop-ups, so location wise this is like a really great place to be, but unfortunately it's very small inside. I hope you liked this episode, and I hope to see you in my next vlog. Bisous!